Namaste and welcome to September 2018.
Beloved ones, isn't August amazing? How was your August adventure? Because that's going to play a large role in this September energy. And the reason that we wanted to post this video right on September 1st is because the energy of September is going to be a full body ride, and it's going to be this almost like the same the 1st through the 30th.
We are entering a time of radical authenticity.
That's September, boy.
Just to kind of cue you up a little bit, because August had this adventure, and the adventure was very much about an egoic presence or moving into a more ascended reality. And in either case, it was an empowerment opportunity, because August had this masculine, proactive kind of propulsion to it. Well, September is going to bring some balance in. And we are looking forward to experiencing this.
Yeah, I think we all are, aren't we? And September, we opened up and saying the energy of September is about radical authenticity that is going to be experienced as either divine flow, and we have a whole bunch to share about that, or density hypnosis. And this is really important. If you gaze at the 8 months of 2018 that have led us to September, there has been an enormous amount of energy. Remember, this is the year, 2018 is the year of anchoring stability through Shanti, Bhakti, and Ananda. And August, the lion energy, this big lion energy emerged and took our ego on an extraordinary dance and brought us through lots of trigger moments. And we really sincerely hope you've been connecting with the articles we've been publishing at TreeandKira.com. Part 3 of that series, which is the culminating part, will be released this coming week. So if you're catching this video the week of September 3rd, then look for the 3rd part. And if you haven't read all these articles, I'm really encouraging you to do that, because in order to navigate September with extraordinary balance and success is about harnessing the energy from August and getting on and riding that lion.
And the lion is one of ascended empowerment. The prior months, we've been encouraging you to do this spiritual cleanse, to do your forgiveness work, to get clear about triggers and understand how to work through triggers, because these are the Velcro of the egoic reality. And so we have been preparing ourselves and those that care to participate with this liberation energy so that we can lift into divine flow as we go through the last quarter of the year coming up.
Yeah.
Versus being hypnotized by density. Now, density is the playground of egoic consciousness. Density is the playground of the mass consensus. And what's happening in density is further sublimation of fear. And as fear gets sublimated, it expresses it's just practical to believe this. It's just practical to behave this way. In fact, what you're doing is honoring fear in most cases.
And that is density hypnosis. And in September, my angels, it's going to be, September is that month. This is an extraordinary month. And I keep talking about this grounding shakedown, right? Because there is this shakedown, but what are you grounding into? Are you grounding into your ascended presence, or are you becoming ever more stuck or anchored into this hypnosis of density? And so that's going to be what's coming in. It's like a breath. And there has never been a more powerful or empowered time. And we're going to throw a graphic in right here. So I want you to be looking at this graphic. This is the time when you really need to understand the witness of the 9th dimension that is witnessing the 7th dimension, that is looking at the witnesser in the 5th dimension, which is you trying to have this 3rd dimensional experience. Now, I'm using the word trying to have because the gift of self-ascension, the gift of the yoga of self-ascension, is the opportunity to be fully awake, fully anchored in your ascended presence while truly enjoying a 3rd dimensional experience. This is the month where being able to anchor into your ascended presence will give you the mastery to jump on that lion and ride it, and really ride it, command it. And so we really have been talking about this month as the rise of Durga. Now, for those of you that don't know what Durga is a phenomenal archetype of this extraordinarily empowered goddess who rides the male lion. And it was at a time when all hope was lost, when the demons were winning, when the male gods created and called forward Durga. And Durga came in and she was able to slay the demons that were trying to stop the wheel of Dharma. And that is why we're calling this, and why we brought our beautiful gold Buddha in for this month's video. This is the moment where everything can, honest to goodness, have an extraordinarily positive turnaround. This is the month that can set up the energy for the turnaround. And again, September is going to be the 1st through the 30th. Now, here's what's so exciting. By September 6th, Saturn has released, and now we are free of that triple retrograde. We're just in these early couple days of September still saying goodbye to that post-retrograde phase of Mercury, but by the 6th of September, we are clear. And the key is your ego in the position to assist rather than hinder? Because as this beautiful energy is being empowered this month, so is the energy of density. Everything is getting this kind of amplitude coming in.
Mm-hmm. You know, one of the things I want to go back and underscore a little bit is that as you look at the evolution that's been going on, you know, we're dancing with minutia, from one respect.
Yeah.
Because third dimensional reality, that's the reality of the physical, the body, the form, the ego. That's been around a long time. And it began to overlay, the fifth dimensional energy began to overlay in a tangible way right around the turn of the millennium.
Yeah, that's been out there for a while.
And people began to tune in. That is, they began to witness themselves. They began to awaken to, wait a minute, I'm on autopilot here. I could choose differently.
Yeah.
And that energy began to become ever more accepted. And then as we move forward past 2012, seventh dimensional energy began to become more available. The Earth is twinning. There was this distinct opportunity of where are we aligning? Well, now that as we come here to August and September, the August energy is very much, it could be very much masculine. It can be balanced, but historically, it's this proactive, more of a masculine energy. Yet, what Kira was sharing with you about Durga riding the lion, take that image in for a moment, and just take in a breath of unconditional love, peace, acceptance, call in the energy of sublime, non-reactivity, yet purposeful knowing.
Yeah.
Now let's bring that in as divine feminine and exhale it as a wave that is touching all creation. This wave of the divine feminine comes in as an opportunity for balance, an opportunity for alignment, an opportunity to influence the way in which we ride the lion.
Yeah, baby. and the key is that this is about rising feminine energy. This month is all about that. And regardless of how you gender identify, this is about discovering the feminine energy and calling it forward in an empowered, beautiful way. That's the gift of this radical authenticity. Now, this is going to be a month of divine flow, or it's going to be density hypnosis. Now, you're going to know when you're being influenced by the hypnosis, because it's the hypnosis that will try to ignite those old tapes that are going to do their best to take you off track, right? And this is because those old power structures are very aware of the shift, especially this huge rise of feminine energy. And because of that, they're going to have to go to their only playbook they know, which is an antiquated old playbook. But they're going to go in and they're going to pull out all the old tricks, every one they've got, exactly. And whether they're fair or unfair, they don't care. They're just going to pull them out. The gift is that, and again, this is why I'm going to pop this graphic in again. Your multidimensional presence, and we've been talking about this all year, it is your multidimensional presence that's going to empower that feminine aspect, jump on that lion, and ride you through this month in a divine flow that will ignite an incredible shift on our planet. Now, there's a lot of reason for optimism in September if you are aware of the energies, because this is that moment, and I'm really using this word, the rise of Durga, because that's really what it is. The feminine that's coming forward must be loving and empowered. The words I like to use are the benevolent queen. How would a benevolent queen express herself in the world? Well, every one of us this month is being invited to connect with our benevolent queenly presence inside of us. And again, this is irrespective of gender identity. This is all about the energy within. Now, here's the serendipitous energy, guys. September 1 through 30 is going to be, it's like a little bundle. It's like we're in this little wrapper right now. And this is the month that will affect the outcome. Because this month is going to keep growing. This energy is just going to sit here. It's kind of like a nice slow simmer, right? And you know how a soup tastes better when it simmers a really long time?
Yeah.
Okay, so these 30 days of September are the simmer, the preparation, the enjoyment of this riding the lion of the ego that has found its loving, empowered presence through radical authenticity. And here's what's so amazing. In October, this energy will peak. The moment this energy will peak, which is when you'll see the greatest attack on femininity and also the greatest support, will actually be in October. And we're going to talk about that more in October, between October 9 and 18. And here's what's so extraordinary. As we are in this rise of Durga, I love this serendipity, because October 9 through 18 in this year, 2018, happens to be Navratri, which is the 9-day celebration of Durga and all of the aspects of Durga. So at a moment next month when we're going to see the outcome of this month as far as this rise in feminine balance and the ability to really, honest to goodness, affect change for the positive, we can right now, September through October, make a positive shift in what's been happening on this planet in November. So this is a power-filled month.
Yeah, we are ramping up to actually a period of time that's going to bridge a couple of months.
Yep.
The thing I want to underscore here is radical authenticity is rooted in truth. It is not hedged or compromised by social niceties, although it's certainly lovely to honor the social norms without compromising your truth.
Yeah.
That's the dance you get to dance.
Yeah, that is the dance.
And no BS, no compromise, no withhold, because if we don't show up, in our authenticity, saying what we know is true, how will anything get better? How will harmony ever truly be satisfying? Right. Compromise is the mind killer. Understanding balance and being able to give and take is harmony. That's not compromise. That's recognizing timing and seasonality and
that's two lions meeting each other and saying, "Hey, how's it going?" You know.
Okay, if the dance is one step backward for you and one step forward for me, yet we know it's going to turn, we're part of a greater vision. So without waxing into all that, it's important to remember you're good enough. You know who you are. Trust yourselves and always listen to the divine guidance, because your surrender, your humility is an essential balancing energy for the proactive stepping forward.
Yeah, it really is. And radical authenticity is living. It is the living presence of the yoga of self-ascension.
Yes.
It is the full embodiment of who you are. And it's basically being who you are without any excuses. It's being the blessing of who you are in your full, beautiful self. And it's having that ego in the car seat, content to enjoy the ride, while the presence is the ownership of forgive them, they know not what they do. Now, if some of this is, you're going, okay, where's that coming from? Where's that coming from? Please, please, please go back and watch, at bare bones minimum, the July and August revelations, because it'll kind of catch you up. And if you've been with us for a while, you might want to go back and reignite that as well, because September is an extraordinarily unique moment to assist the rising feminine energy to come forward in a balanced way. Remember, if the feminine comes in with the same anger and single-mindedness that the masculine has been using, you're just going to have two magnets polarizing and nothing's going to get done. And this is a very important nuance, my angels. Radical authenticity does not give us the permission to be nasty. It does not give us the permission to buy into anger or judgment. Those are all density issues, and that's part of the density hypnosis. Radical authenticity is the benevolent queen, maybe making the hard decision, sharing truth with others from the aspect of loving energy, from acceptance. And with all our heart, we want to share with you that this is a moment where those everyday miracles can really come together. You know, if you're not on our newsletter list, please, please, please get on it. In August, we sent out quite a few energy alerts because this is a moment, and we just ended this. The last week of August was really powerful with this, and you might want to go back and connect with it, but if you really look at connecting all the dots that have brought you to where you are now, you will reveal the miracles that are yours to enhance. And I just want to share on a very personal note that 25 years ago, I hate to say that, when I was 33 years old, so do the math, I had a very profound vision, and I actually over the past 25 years have not thought about it much. My beloved husband knew about it when we first met. I shared it with him, and that vision was very much a revelation for a future moment that is coming next year. The transition from 2019 into 2020 will be intense and big. And because of that, we are very, very blessed. We are honoring this sacred covenant. The miracle has come forward, and we are able and blessed to take 16 people only with us to Bhutan, the modern day Shangri-La, or however you want to look at that. And the miracle is that we have been granted unprecedented access. We are going to be part of culminating this journey actually with a full moon ceremony in 2019 that we are very aware will help smooth the timeline and what will be ahead for us. At this moment, we actually are already halfway full. If you are interested in joining us in Bhutan, find out about this journey. This journey is 2019, not 2018, 2019, December 5th through 15th. Go to shriankira.com, go to the events page. Just when you get to the home page, click on events, go in and learn about this.
Now, speaking of events, this Bhutan adventure is a spiritual journey that is truly a culminating energy. We will be flying.
I personally see I see a lot happening, yeah.
And so hold that, and if that resonates with you, discover more at our website. Speaking of resonating with you, we have been guided to offer to the world a full-bodied ensoulment of the ascended realms on New Year's Eve this year.
Live video broadcast. It'll prayerfully, we'll get it right here on our YouTube channel, but get on our newsletter list, come to shriankira.com, learn how you can be part of our New Year's Eve broadcast.
Yeah.
We're going to broadcast early enough that we won't affect your midnight celebrations, but imagine New Year's Eve, and here at Tosa Blue Mountain, we're going to be live broadcasting from Tosa Blue Mountain.
You could come and join us here.
I was going to say, you could be here. As of right now, we are beyond honored that the people gathering for the Master's Journey are literally coming from around the world. We have people coming from New Zealand, India, China, all over Europe, Eastern Europe, Africa, South America. I mean, at this point, I think we really have pretty much at least one person from every...
It's a wonderful family that is gathering.
And it always is, but we still have 4 slots left if you want to be here live, so check out the Master's Journey. And we're sharing all this with you again right now because September is a moment to claim the oneness energy of who you are. And if ever there's been a time to revisit Lesson 5 of the Lost Books of the Essene, I can't
Powerful
say
teaching.
it enough. If you haven't done it, please do. We've got the link right here. Read this lesson because it's all about the lion coming out of the woods. And in many respects, this rise of Durga is doing that in September. And so as you are navigating this month, divine flow is right here. If you harvest that blessing from August, step on the lion and go for a beautiful journey together. Or the density hypnosis is going to be big. And again, you'll know you're in density hypnosis when you start questioning yourself. When all those mind games come up that go, oh, you know better than this, or get back to reality, or whatever your favorites are.
or the triggers that we've been writing about are a sign of that. It's a good month to practice being right here in your star consciousness. And there's more you can find about star consciousness right here at official Sri Ankira YouTube channel. It's important to recognize that we all have choice.
Yes.
You do have a choice.
And this is a choice moment. Remember, my angels, that radical authenticity is the grounding energy. When you embody that presence of the benevolent queen, and again, this is for everyone, regardless of gender identity, this is the month to go deep within and allow that beautiful benevolent queen energy to birth through you, with you, and as you hop on your gorgeous lion and walk with beautiful divine flow. That's the miracle that's waiting for you. And the final miracle I just want to share is that we have been so blessed in the energy of oneness that so many beautiful beings we're watching and witnessing their extraordinary blossoming, and a lot of them are our beloved you right here, our beautiful YouTube community. A lot of you have reached out to us, and we are honored beyond belief to share that in the middle of this month, we are launching a brand new radio network called onenesstalkradio.com. You'll be able to find our show, Shreen Care Live, our beautiful show with Alan and Sandra, Soul Mirror. You'll also be able to find dear beloveds. Dee Wallace is joining us. We have all of Dolores Cannon's library that will be there. We have her daughter, Julia Cannon. So many amazing people that you may or may not know. We have shows in Russian. We have shows in Spanish. We have shows in Hungarian. We have shows in English. This is an opportunity to really support oneness, to really come to a positivity portal. Amazing music, some of them from you, our beloved viewers who have sent us your music over the years. This is our chance to say, let us support you. And
we are one world.
We are one world. We are one voice.
And that voice carries with it a positive energy that will unite all the tribes.
It's time to expand the vision, and this is the month to do it. Illuminate your radical authenticity. Be who you are. Allow the world to experience you in your divine, empowered, feminine self as you are riding that lion that took birth in August. Together, we're making a difference, and when this energy peaks, which this energy of this month will actually peak next month between the 9th and the 18th, that is going to be a moment that we can really shift what's going on the world right now. If we're looking for balance, this is the month to claim it. It's right in front of us all, and you are the blessing that's going to make all of this happen. We love you so much.
Until we have the joy of connecting with you again in this way, may you breathe, may you know, may you trust your authenticity. Namaste.